It looks like all hell has broken loose. I'm in the process of annulling my marriage with my wife of nearly 2 years due to her infidelity. I recently found out via emails that she has been in a sexual, emotional affair for over a year, possibly longer. Intercourse declined during our engagement and disappeared completely during marriage. We never had intercourse even once during our union. Prior to this, we went to counseling for the dead bedroom and it failed. This was possibly due to her keeping the secret of her affair the entire time. I suggested we talk about our sex issues, but it never happened. I planned on leaving if she didn't get serious. After finding out about the affair, she apologized, and said she has always planned on disclosing her cheating to me. I had enough, decided to end the marriage, and left. She was served unexpectedly, and her attitude changed. Later, I informed her that she isn't entitled to anything I purchased before the marriage, dogs, recliner, MacBook, etc. She began acting even uglier. She came back to the house unexpectedly and tried to claim items that had been given to me as housewarming gifts before, while we were engaged. When I stopped her, she started cursing and raising her voice. Her sister came and tried to play mediator, but it was obvious that she was taking her side. I called my mom and sister to avoid a 2-on-1 situation. After my people arrived, my ex calmed down and didn't speak to us. This is a side of her I've never seen before. She smiled as I was becoming visibly worked up. She expected me to take her back after cheating. After that didn't work, she thought I would roll over and let her take half of my stuff. Fortunately, we didn't have any kids or joint property. I'm so glad I dodged that bullet.
I suggest you do the following. 1. Immediately change the locks on all of your doors. 2. Install a security system with cameras and/or one of those Ring doorbell cameras. 3. Be unavailable. Anything she has to say from now on is through your attorney. 4. Document everything. Literally everything. Information on her affair, any in-person contact, stick to the facts, any attempts to contact you. Document, document, document. Save your evidence on the cloud and multiple USB sticks. Send all of your evidence to your attorney. 5. Depending on where you live, sue her lover for alienation of affection. If she gets worse, get a cease and desist letter sent to her or a restraining order.
It sounds as if she is a grifter, and only interested in what she got out of you. I had a client a few years back whose wife screwed around and wanted it all afterward. My client could not stand the thought of her getting even so much as a dust mite. We put security cameras, motion detectors, and silent alarms all over his home. We believed that she would attempt entry, and we would have officers there when that moment came. When the divorce was filed, it granted him an order of protection as she had attempted to assault him. We were completely surprised by her nerve. Our client had notified us that he had to go away for business. We doubled down on security. The second day he was gone, a rental moving van shows up. The ex and about 10 guys bail out of the truck and break the door down. It literally broke off at its hinges. Alarms go off at the local police department as well as our security company. So my client is notified through his cell phone and watches as everything goes down. The guys are just about finished emptying the place when suddenly 3 police cars show up, along with a member of the security company. The wife and all of her guys are sitting on the lawn with their hands on their heads. Our security guy steps up to the client's wife. She says that it is her home, and that she has the right to be there. The security guy pulls out his phone. My client is FaceTiming him. The wife sees her ex on the screen and starts hyperventilating. She says, "You weren't supposed to find out?" He replied, "I knew you were stupid enough to try to pull this off." My client asks the security head if the police were there. He says yes. Then tell the commanding officer thank you and tell him to arrest the bunch of them and charge them. The wife starts to cry, saying that this arrest will end her job. My client says that she should have thought of that beforehand. It turns out that the woman ended up having both her brothers get criminal records because of this. She also now has a record and 6 months probation. Her lover was another one of the guys charged. It turns out that he had a security clearance at his job. Now, he has a criminal charge on his record and his clearance was rescinded. He lost a 6-figure job as a result and is massively pissed at his former girlfriend now. At the end of the day, my client ended up keeping his money and his possessions. The breaking and entering video was played for the judge at the trial. He was similarly unimpressed. Raise your head and do not let her win even an inch. You give an inch and she will reach for a mile. Leave her nothing. If necessary, you should go scorched earth and burn everything so she can't get anything. This part of your life is over, so you must pass a message to your friends that you are not to be trifled with. Only this way you will earn back the respect to follow your new life. It's not about being petty, it's about being practical. You will have to restart your life, and to do so people need to respect you. Any subsequent women you get will know that you are not a doormat, so you attract the right kind of woman who respects you. Don't let her win, not even a fraction. Nothing. Don't let her take even the leftovers in the refrigerator. If necessary, you should be ready to burn down the house in order to not leave her anything. Of course, I'm not telling you to break any law. I'm speaking metaphorically. Also, stop talking to her. If her mother comes by, then tell her she had multiple affairs and that she failed as a mother to teach her daughter good manners, so you have nothing to say to her. Same goes for the father. This whole situation really messed me up. Her parents loved me, and I felt the same. They hadn't reached out since D-Day. When her mom finally made contact today, she told me that her daughter still loved me, and just wanted the split to be as peaceful as possible. I'm sure my wife tried to vilify me since then. Her mom's quiet reaction makes me wonder if she is aware that our split is all the fault of my ex. She and her mom ended up coming back today to grab some more small things. Her mom tried to be the middle person in this situation. My wife continued to be rude to me in front of her. I ended up bringing up her cheating, but didn't mention the sexless marriage. I'm sure her mom was aware of the affair, but probably didn't want to tell on her daughter. She had to calm my wife down from yelling and cursing at me. I got the feeling that she knew my wife was hanging out with the other man. I believe her mom was being nice to me because she knows her daughter is all at fault for our split. In any case, her mom told me a couple of times before she left that she still loved me. My wife's family knew I was a good husband to her. I cooked for them, helped drive on road trips, helped set up for family gatherings, etc. They loved having me around. It's a shame that my ex-wife ruined everything. How would you respond to the original poster of this story? Please leave your response in the comments section below this video. If you have an interesting or funny personal story that you would like to share, then you can also do that below, or you can send it to me at foggywashington@gmail.com. Who knows? You might just see your story in an upcoming video on this channel. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe as this helps the channel to grow, and to bring you new stories on a regular basis.